Yes, we are starting a virtual learning class. This is your school, inshallah. You all will be coming to our school.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this is about the digestive. I want to actually go with the other one, the other. What happened? What's your name, Malak? I could see you smiling, and I love that. Of course, your smile is the cutest smile of in class, I feel. Okay, anyways. So the first lesson is what we have started is the characteristic of cell. So what is a cell? Who will tell me what is a cell?
Me. The cell is the basic structure. It's the smallest unit.
Please read these two lines, Malak. Hello, some class children.
Okay. Which lines?
The first two lines.
Okay. A cell is the smallest functional and
A cell is the smallest functional, means how it functions, and
theoretical unit.
Structural unit. Structural. Functional and structural.
Unit of all living organisms.
Next.
An organism is any living thing that carries out its own life process.
So as I have told you in my previous classes from beginning, that the smallest substance in any living, remember living organism. Once again, daily in my class, I'm giving you an example of rock. Rock is a non-living thing. So is it made up of cell? Is it made up of cell?
No.
No, it's not made up of cell. Okay, it's made up of atoms. Now, an organism is any living thing that carries out its own life process. Organism is what? Who's an organism? Any living. It can be ants, it can be plants, it can be any living creature that carries out its own life process. By its own, it is done everything, the breathing, if we see about plants, photosynthesis, to us, cellular respiration, that's in and out of oxygen and carbon, everything goes on because we are an organism. Now, who was the first person? Who was the first person who discovered the cell theory?
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke. Okay, so Robert Hooke was the first person who discovered cell. You remember those 3 points, what I have discussed yesterday about the cell theory? Cell theory, yesterday I was saying you those 3 points about cell. Okay, it's okay, we can revise today. Please read this out. Malak, completed?
Okay. A cell. Robert Hooke was the first to describe cells. He looked at the
bark of a cork tree.
At the bark of a cork tree under the microscope.
Under a microscope. Okay, by this way, he discovered that there's something called a cell. Cell is a Latin word which means boxes. He could see something in the boxes, like boxes kind. I think last year with me, you have seen in the lab the structure of cell. You remember how it looked like boxes?
Yeah.
Okay. So next page for Wateen, please.
Why are muscles small?
Cells are small because their size is limited by their outer surface area.
Okay.
If cells get too
Okay, continue.
If cells get too large, they cannot take in enough nutrient or get rid of enough wastes. The surface area to volume ratio of a cell is the ratio of the other surface that cell volume. The smaller the cell, the greater this ratio.
Ratio, the surface area to volume ratio. Yesterday when I was explaining you surface area and volume, I told you girls. Again today I will explain you with the help of that carrot. If I have a carrot and if you want to measure the carrot, I will measure the outer side, correct? So this is the surface area of carrot. Now if I cut this carrot into pieces, so what is exposed? Everything here is exposed, not only the outer and the inner is also exposed, right? Exposed means the air. It is exposed to the external. So which have the more surface area? The first or the second one?
The second one.
The second one. Because
The second one.
only outside. But the second, it's this way. Everything has to be measured. Am I correct? So similar, that's why.
Yeah.
That's the reason this line is there. The smaller the cell, the greater this ratio. You got it now? The smaller the cell, that means greater this is, they are exposed, more surface area. Clear? Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, next page. Lean, can you read this?
Okay. What is the cell? The cells or Syria
Yes.
list three basic characters of all cells and organisms. All organisms are made up of one or more cells. The cell is the basic.
Understand and learn these three. They are very important points. That what was the cell theory? First of all, like open three fingers and learn that first thing made up of one or more cell. Second thing, and even in the class I used to say you always try to make a cloud or try to make a heart or try to make any shape and then start writing. That first point, one or more cell. Second point, basic unit. Just at least one word. Don't make it so confusing with so many lines or so many words. Simple. Open your three fingers and remember these three are the most important thing. First one, they are made up of one or more cell. Second one, it's a basic unit. Okay, it's a basic unit. And let's see the third one. This way you will never forget. This way you can. Okay, yeah. The last one, lean.
All cells come from existing cells.
Okay, so now this theory I will ask you to read for me or say me without seeing it. First, let me repeat. First point, what is important I told you? Remember, the first point here, remember, made up of one or more cell. Second one, just remember basic unit. Third one, they come from existing cells. That's it. Come on. First thing, made up of one or more cells. The cell is that basic unit. Third, they come from
existing cells.
Existing cell. Or even you can say, if you want to say in your way, you can say they come from other cells. Okay? They come from other existing cells. So now, let me go to the other page. First, I need to erase this. Always I need to erase this because if I don't erase, these circles will be seen in the other part also. Okay, yeah. All right. Now, Lean, can you tell me those three parts in the cell theory?
Made of one or more cells,
Very good.
basic units,
Yes, basic unit of what? Of living organism.
come existing cells.
Excellent. Come on, Malak.
Hi, Miss.
Hello. Come on, say me those 3 lines.
Miss, I can't see the screen. There's nothing.
Yes, there is nothing in
Loud.
there is nothing on the screen. I'm asking you, Malak.
Can I say it?
No, Malak needs to try it. Yes, you.
Okay, what's the question?
What is the cell theory? What did it explain? It explained those 3.
That cells
Yes.
are only in living creatures.
Okay.
And
Of 1 or more cells. Okay, listen to Wateen and then you will repeat. Malak, listen to Wateen now and you will repeat. Okay? Come on, Wateen.
Cells is more than one.
Okay.
And it comes from existing.
Yes.
And it comes from existing.
Existing cell, yes.
It comes from existing cell.
Mhm.
And
Made up of 1 or more cell. You told me they are made up of 1 or more cell.
yeah,
They
and
come
I say come from
cell.
existing cells.
And 1 more. Come on, come on.
and prokaryotes and eukaryotes.
Okay.
No.
That's not a
No.
cell theory. That's not a cell theory. Yes.
Miss, I know what is it.
Lean, wait. Let Wateen recollect. Because you know,
Okay.
I made a heart or I made some cloud and I wrote that. First one was they're made up of 1 or more cell. Second one, give up.
Basic.
Yes, excellent.
They look like a tree. They look like a tree.
No. Listen to me, Malak. Malak, listen to me carefully. First thing, this is the cell theory. First thing, made up of 1 or more cell. Second, they are the
Miss, what?
unit of living organism. Don't write it, Malak. Basic unit of living organism. First, 1 or more cell. Second, basic unit. Third, they come from other cells.
Okay.
Can you?
1 or more cell,
Yes.
basic units,
Yes.
and
They come from
come from
other cells.
existing
other
cells.
Existing or existing cells. Good. Tomorrow I'm gonna ask you all again, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Miss, tomorrow we don't have school.
I mean on Sunday.
Or maybe we do.
Okay.
Maybe we do, Miss. Maybe. The
No
school
way.
will put it.
No way. I need a break.
Maybe they put school because it's online. So maybe they put
Malak,
it.
stop dreaming. Come on.
Dreams always come true.
Okay, come on. So let us speak about now those scientists. Those are very weird names, but we need to at least read them. Only whom will you remember? You will remember only Robert Hooke, who discovered the cell. But the others, you just need to have an idea. Okay?
Okay.
So Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first to describe living cell. Matthias Kelvin concluded that all plants are made up of cells. He was the one who said about plants, and he was the one, Anton was the one who told general about the living cell. Now, Theodor Schwann determined that all the animal tissues, so this Schwann, Theodor Schwann was responsible for the animal tissues. Rudolf Virchow, he proposed a cell could form only one division of the other cell. These are just for the...
Miss, his name is Robert Hooker, right?
Rudolf, yes?
Robert
Who discovered the cell theory was Robert Hooke. That's important.
But it's a theory, so we don't know if it's true.
See. No. It was he. See, he was the first one to describe the cell. Read this. He was the first one to describe the cell. So he's a very important person. Okay, now.
Miss, but if you look in a microscope in a cell, you can describe it.
My dear, but we did not discover it. We never took.
Yeah,
He was the one who discovered that there is something called a cell, and when they try, they make these shoes. Anyways, inshallah, Malak, you will discover something and let me know, inshallah, later, okay? When I'm old enough, when I'll be an old lady.
I'm gonna discover a new kind of rock.
Yes, inshallah. I will love to see you all later with very good ambitions. Anyways, now, Malak, your chance, because Leen and Wateen read, but you did not read. So please, can you read this?
Yes. I read the first one or all of it?
All of them. One by one, you all will read one slide.
Organisms made up of just one cell are called unicellular organisms. Unicellular organism. The single cell must carry out all of the organisms like functions.
Okay. Wait a minute. See. Girls, whenever you see the word uni, that means what?
Uni?
Means
that
what?
means a lot?
That means alone. That means one. Okay? Uni means alone, like universe or universe. And multi means more than one. So unicellular, you have unicellular, one cell, and you have multicellular, that is more than one cell. Okay?
Okay.
So, organisms are made up of one cell are called as unicellular organisms. And the organisms that are made up of more than one cell, they are called as
prokaryotes.
More than one cell are eukaryotes, correct? But what is the here? Multicellular organisms. What are these?
This multi means a lot. Uni means a
more
little
than
bit,
one.
right?
Multi means more than one. Okay, now second line, Malak, the single cell.
Okay. The single cell must carry out all the organisms like functions. Organisms made up of more than one cell are called multicellular organisms.
Yes.
The cells of
multi
organisms have multicellular organisms have specialized functions.
Now girls, here when it is single cell, that single cell is doing all the jobs. But here in the multicellular, like example, I am a multicellular person. I have millions and billions of cells in my body. Yes, you have trillions and millions of cells in your body. Your heart has special cells. Your brain has special cells. So you have specialized functions. This cell is for this job. This cell
Miss, my heart is red.
Yes.
It doesn't have cells in this one.
it has cells.
She's putting emojis.
Function without the cells.
She's putting emojis.
Where is she putting emoji?
You too.
I did not see it because right now I minimized the camera. Show me what you were showing me, Yamala.
She put a heart.
Okay.
My heart has no cells, Miss. See?
Okay. Just close your hand. Make it as a fist. No, fist. One with one hand. Yeah.
This one, like this.
Your heart. Yes, that is the.
Miss, I punched my heart and I.
Malak, you are very excited today. What did you eat in your breakfast?
Yeah, chocolates.
No. I eat cheese.
You
Cheese
eat
in my
cheese?
sandwich.
Okay, good. Now,
But I drink too much coffee.
okay, now go for your health. Okay, now, coming to Wateen. Wateen,
Yes.
yesterday I was saying the outer layer of the cell is called a cell membrane. And what did I say about cytoplasm? The sticky substance which keep them together. The sticky substance which keep them together is called as
Cytoplasm.
cytoplasm. Yes, Yawatin, can you just read this again? All. Come on, Wateen, read it out.
I think her internet stopped. Maybe. Hi, Miss Lean.
Yeah.
What happened? She froze.
Yeah.
I thought like this.
She's not there, so Lean can read it out.
Okay. All cells have some structures in common. A cell membrane is a protective layer that covers a cell's surface and controls materials moving into and out of the cell.
Okay, guys, imagine yourself standing in a building where there are no walls, or imagine our school that our classes don't have walls. Will it be okay? No, it cannot be okay. You don't feel protective. If you
I feel like
if you
if
had
a
a
rainstorm
house,
came,
Malak, if you had a house where there were no walls, will you feel protective?
No.
No way. So that's why a cell also have a cell membrane. It's like a wall. It's a protective layer that covers a cell surface and controls material moving into and out of the cell. The door of your house, it controls how you move in and out, right? When you go
Yeah.
the door, they say that Malak is out now. When you come in, they say she's in now. So like that, the cell membrane is a protective layer that covers the cell surface and controls material moving into and out of the cell. Now, cytoplasm is the region inside the cell that includes the fluid. I told you, inside a cell there are many organs, but those organs need to be fixed. So what is that sticky substance which is making them in their position and not letting them coming and banging each other? That is cytoplasm. It is a sticky jelly-like fluid that, and all organelles except for the nucleus. Okay, now guys, inshallah, when I'm explaining the nucleus and everything again, I will tell you about cytoplasm once more. So now we